It's always been strange to me that Casio is considered like God tier, right? Nico Leonard says it's God tier.
Isn't it God tier?
It's God tier watches. Okay, yeah, it is. Everybody agrees with that. Casio's amazing. Casio's cheap, but it's awesome. All groups of people wear them all over the world. They have the normal Casio line. They got the G-Shock line. They got the Edifice line. They've got the Oceanus line. They have so many different watches for so many different people. But when it comes down to it, I think just the regular old plain cheap Casios are my favorite. I own a whole bunch of them. They come in so many different shapes and sizes and colors. My 11-year-old daughter has a couple of them that she wears that are like pink and blue. I've got a whole bunch of them. I got F91Ws. I've got all the stuff. But the model I liked the most was the AE 1200, the Casio Royale, the world timer. I think this is where Casio really stands out. It's got a whole bunch of features. It's got a bunch of crap all over the front of the watch. It comes in a great 42 millimeter case diameter, which is great because a lot of the other Casios like the F91W, as cool as they are, they do wear a little small. What are they, like 35 millimeters wide or something? They're really tiny. But the Casio Royale is great. There's a problem with it though. The colors can get really boring. I love Casio for all their wild designs. That's why people like G-Shock. But the regular Casios are just so reserved. That's very un-Casio, but that's just the way it is. The one to me that looks the best is the one that's silver with the black bezel on the black strap. That's my favorite Casio Royale. What I think I like about it is the fact that it alternates black to silver to black. But even then, it's just black and silver. The first one I ever owned was the solid black one, and I thought it was really cool, but it's just black. That's the thing I don't like about smartwatches. They're just like a black square on your wrist, and the Casio Royale can kind of look like that. Also, it's got a bunch of world time features. I'm not much of a traveler anymore. I used to travel all the time. Now, I just stay at home. So having like 3 different time zones tracked, that doesn't do anything for me. Which leads me to talk about the Casio AE 1300. It's 100 higher. That's the countdown timer. This watch has the same footprint, the same size as the Casio Royale. But instead of being geared towards traveling, it's geared towards something I actually really need, timing stuff. I'm a scientist. I do a lot of experiments. I'm always timing things. I'm always setting timers. And that's what this watch is designed to do. As a matter of fact, it was designed for referees to use. It's real easy to set different times on this and start it and have multiple stopwatches going. And all these things you need to time if you're refereeing a game. Now, it comes in like a standard black. It comes in a standard like gunmetal gray and black. But because it's a referee watch and a sporting watch, it used to come in a bunch of cool freaking colors. It came in this red one with a red case, which I love. But surprise, surprise, you can't get it anymore. And now instead of it being $24, it's $50. It came in a really cool blue case. Surprise, surprise, you can't get it anymore. What is it, $50? There was also this pink one that was black, but with like pink accents. Super cool. Can't get it. But my favorite of all of them, and the hardest one to find, is the one with yellow accents. Reminds me of the Casio Bumblebee, or the caution tape as I like to call it. I love gray and I love black with yellow accents. They really make those countdown timer circular windows at the top of the watch stand out a lot. But there's still a problem. The rest of the watch is boring as crap. It's just black, man. How do you take like one of the coolest watches and just dump all the color on 3 little circles and then leave the rest of it just normal? Why can't we take all the coolness and pack it into one watch? Well, the reason why is because no watch company ever makes a perfect watch, right? They always leave it lacking a little bit. So you buy the gunmetal gray and black, and you also buy the yellow and black. It's frustrating when you're buying watches. But that's one of the things that makes Casio so great. You can mod them real easy. What if we took the thing I liked about my Casio Royale, the alternating black, gray, and black, and we got that version of the countdown timer, the one that's black, gunmetal gray, and black. And then we tracked down the Bumblebee world timer and mashed those things together and created my dream Casio. It's not really my dream. It's as close as I can get, okay? I would throw color all over these things if I could, okay? And I know I can buy mods from like the SKX mod store and all that sort of stuff. I want the cheap Casio feel. That's what I like about it. It feels like you're not even wearing a watch. Every day when I get home, I take off my mechanical watch, my automatic watch, and I throw on a cheap Casio. Because it's not like I'm wearing anything. I love it. I have to put the kids to bed. I have to put my little daughter to bed, and it takes like an hour, and I just lose track of time in there. Any lume on my watch, well, it's already gone away by this point. But Casios have a backlight. So Casio are my second half of the day watch. Unless I'm going out and doing something cool, I'm wearing a Casio. I want to keep it light. So what are we gonna do? First, we gotta track down the Bumblebee countdown timer, which goes for like 50 bucks. But luckily, someone threw it up on eBay for 14 with $5 shipping and handling. That's 20-something bucks with tax. And I'm only buying it for the freaking faceplate with the yellow circles on it. That's it. Paying 20 bucks for a little piece of plastic that literally probably cost less than 5 cents to manufacture. Then we'll just jump over on Amazon. We'll buy the black and gray and black model. We'll get them in, rip them all apart, and create my watch. Now it's not hard to do. All you gotta do is unscrew the back, take out the module. The face of the watch just sits in there. You just lift it out, swap them out, that's it, you're done. And this is what we ended up with. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Contrasting colors. The case is gray, the strap is black, the bezel's black, but then there's just a pop of color right in the center. I made this watch like 5 days ago. I've worn it the last 5 days. I love this watch. This has become my new favorite regular Casio. I think this looks so good. It looks unlike any other Casio I've ever seen. That pop of color, just, it does it for me. It's still got the same 42 mil case. However, I think with the way the pushers work on this and the way they look, that you can almost measure the center of the case, which is like 39 mil. Works a little bit better. How long is the lug length on this thing? 44.8, we'll call it 45. That's a big watch, but it just wears so much better than you would ever think. Why? I'll tell you why. It's not round, it's not perfectly square. The corners are cut off. It's actually an octagon. If you don't count the other like 15 little bevels and nooks and crannies on it. It's an octagon. Almost like it's Gerald Genta designed, except it's better. It's RNG designed this time around. This watch looks great. I absolutely love this. It cost me $50, by the way. They've gone up in price on Amazon. They used to be 21 bucks, now they're like 25 bucks. 25 plus 25 is about 50. Let me tell you something. I've gotten way more than $50 of enjoyment out of this. This thing just, it speaks to me. I love it. I just love it. I would love to get the red cased countdown timer. I really would. It's so hard to find. The only ones I see, like I said, they're 50 bucks, and I think they look like counterfeits to me. They look fake. I don't know. I've never got my hands on one. I wish Casio would do something like this more often. Just a little pop of color. They do it with the F91Ws and stuff. It's so rare on their other models for them to use color. Can't stop staring at it. I really do think Casio is probably the best watch brand in the world. You get the most bang for your buck with these. They cost almost nothing. They last forever. They're pretty much bulletproof. Battery lasts 10 years. They do so much. I can't tell you how many times I've used the timer on this thing. It's incredible. It's just absolutely incredible what these little things can do for almost nothing. And if you don't like them, just swap out some parts with another one. I say like this cost $50. It actually didn't. I still have a full one, right? I've got the solid black one now. The remaining parts of this became another watch. So I got 2 watches for 50 bucks. Really, that's not too bad of a deal. It's not too bad of a deal. If you haven't bought a Casio World Time, a Royale, or the countdown timer, give it a shot, and definitely give the countdown timer a shot. I know a lot of you guys out there probably time stuff more often than you need to track 3 time zones. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. If you're into boiling eggs, you can set this thing for 12 or 15 minutes like that. It's got all the increments of sports periods and quarters just built into it. You just scroll through them right away. Makes it super easy. Love this watch. Super happy with it. If you know of any other underrated regular Casios you would like to see me cover or that I should have, let me know. There's so many of them out there that I just kind of like forget about because Casio makes like 600 watches at any given point. I know there's tons of cool G-Shocks. I have a lot of G-Shocks. I have a lot of these, or I have a lot of regular Casios, but there's always more I don't know about, and I'm learning about them every day. So let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, do that for me. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. It's the best way to help me with the YouTube algorithm. I'm RNG. This is my fun watch channel, obviously. Like, this isn't my main YouTube channel. I'm just doing this because I love it. Anyway, I really do appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.